its lush green tea plantations, rich wildlife, stunning waterfalls, and historical sites. The Northeast is a paradise to be in. The spectacular gateway to Northeast India, Assam, remains the most beautiful state of India. The state has a wealth of nature which is untouched and unexplored. This nature lover's paradise pampers you with majestic sights of the Brahmaputra river and wonderful hills. Tea plantation of Assam can never be missed. They stretch all over the state and look like a never-ending emerald blanket. Locals of Assam lead a simple life and are deeply rooted to their cultures and traditions. Assam is the most shining gem amongst all the sisters. A world unknown, lying at a stone's throw away from Abhayapuri in western Assam, is Kakoijana Reserve Forest. The forest is a complete world in itself. Though connected to our human world, it's largely unknown or overlooked. Located near Abhayapuri in Bongaigaon district of Assam, Kakoijana Reserve Forest hides many treasures in the depths of its 17.24 square kilometer area. Situated on the banks of the river Ai, the forest is home to some of the rarest and endangered species like binturong, jungle fowl, hornbill, leopard, python, adjutant stork, barking deer, and several others. The reserve forest is especially renowned for being the natural habitat for the golden langur, which in India is found only in Assam. Golden langurs are listed in the category of endangered species in the Red Data Book of International Union for Conservation of Nature. It is so rare that it came to the attention of the world only in the 1950s after the consistent efforts of Mr. EPG, who identified this mystery primate in the Indo-Bhutan border. The golden langur is therefore also called G's langur. In the local Assamese language, it is known as Honali Bandor, translated literally from golden langur. G's golden langur is a beautiful and shy animal with vibrant fur, which is cream-colored in winter and golden orange in monsoon season. Their fur changes colors according to the seasons as well as the geography of the region they live in. The color of the young also differs from adults in that they are of cream color. Golden langurs can be most easily recognized by the color of their fur, after which they are named. We also know the golden langur by their scientific name, that is Trachypithecus G. Apart from their fur, G's golden langurs are also known for having black, almost human-like faces and long tails which can grow up to 39 inches, even longer than their bodies, especially in males. They use these tails for balancing their movements while leaping from one tree to another. They are highly dependent on trees and prefer to stay in the upper part of the trees. They jump from one tree to another in search of food. They feed on leaves, fruits, seeds, buds, and flowers. Excessive cutting of trees has threatened the arboreal nature of living of golden langurs. The golden langur is endemic to western Assam, India, and south-central Bhutan. Their habitat is restricted to the region surrounded by 4 geographical landmarks: high altitude of Bhutan in the north, Manas River in the east, Sonkosh River in the west, and the Brahmaputra River in the south. The main aim of NMHS HIM Nature Learning Center and GB Pant National Institute of Himalayan Environment and Sustainable Development is to educate, engage, and empower the communities to positively impact their local environments. The basic thrust areas of NLC objectives are: develop and promote conservation awareness and sensitization on biodiversity and natural resources. Create a cadre of trainers among the various stakeholders, which can lead the conservation actions and capacity building at various levels. Promote participatory conservation action and management of wetland resources for livelihood generation. Promote conservation of endemic, rare, threatened and endangered species. Facilitate alternative livelihood generation capacities in order to reduce pressure on forest resources and promote efficient utilization of natural resources.
Nature Learning Center Assam has been conducting activities for last 3 years or so. During this period, despite the 2 lockdowns, we have had tremendous response from the school children. We have had hundreds of school children participate in our activities and then showing enthusiasm to visit the nature trails and the interpretation centers that we have created. Similarly, hundreds of villagers have benefited in our alternative livelihood training programs such as mushroom cultivation and vermicomposting, and they are able to have their own alternative livelihood in a sustainable fashion today.
Just over 10 years ago, it was estimated that there were about 6,000 to 6,500 golden langurs in India, but since then, their forest home has been continuously depleted due to an increase in human settlement and deforestation, resulting in a threat to their life. The population of golden langurs in Assam in 2009 was observed as 5,140. Golden langurs only thrive in closed canopy, and due to deforestation, they have become even more vulnerable and are at a greater risk of extinction. What's more, due to fragmentation, the forests, which were once a large, continuous habitat of golden langurs, have now become small, thereby destabilizing their population and placing this beautiful species at a considerably greater risk of extinction.
এই কাকজনাৰ আৰফ ৰিজাৰ্ভখনত আমাৰ মেইনলি আছে আমাৰ স্পেচিছ আছে ডমিনেট স্পেচিছ আছে আমাৰ এই গোল্ডেন লেংগুৰ সোণালী বান্দৰ এই সোণালী বান্দৰ সদায় ওখ হেৰিবিলাকত থাকে গছবিলাকত থাকে যেহেতু তাৰ প্লেন এৰিয়াত সমতলত তাৰ কুকুৰৰ কাৰণে অলপমান অলপ হেৰি আহে বিভীষিকাৰ সৃষ্টি হয় কুকুৰবিলাকে সিহঁতক খেদি পঠায় সেইকাৰণে তেওঁলোকে বেছিভাগ তেওঁৰ ওখ ট্ৰিবিলাকত তেওঁলোকে থাকে আৰু কিছুমান গ্যাপ আছে আমাৰ এই গ্যাপবিলাক যে ট্ৰি গ্যাপবিলাক আমাৰ জেএফএমচি দ্বাৰাই জেএফএমচিৰ সদস্যৰ দ্বাৰাই আমি এইটো গ্যাপবিলাক ফিল আপ কৰাৰ কাৰণে কৰি আছোঁ আৰু তাত আমি ফলমূল স্পেচিছবিলাক ফলমূলৰ যিবিলাক স্পেচিছ সেইবিলাক লগাৰ আমি ব্যৱস্থা কৰি আছোঁ আৰু থ্ৰেডটো আছে আমাৰ গোল্ডেন লেংগুৰৰ থ্ৰেড এটা আমাৰ আহি পৰিছে এতিয়া সেইকাৰণে আমাৰ গাঁৱবিলাকত আমি এৱাৰনেছ কৰি পেলাই এৱাৰনেছ এটা প্ৰগ্ৰেম বনাই তেওঁলোক গাঁৱৰ মানুহবিলাকে এই থ্ৰেডটো গুচোৱাৰ কাৰণে তাত ফলমূলৰ গছপুলি ৰুই পেলাই সেই সংৰক্ষিত কৰি আছে।
However, golden langurs are adapting well to these changing habitats. Most of the langurs in the fragmented zones visit village areas for subsistence and also show a great deal of behavioral and dietary flexibility. Apart from that, there is also an increased threat of inbreeding among golden langurs, which may further lead to their fragmented population.
সোণালী বান্দৰ পৃথিৱীৰ বুকুৰ পৰা বিলুপ্ত হৈ যাব খোজা এবিধ আপৰকীয়া সম্পদ। এই সম্পদ আমি ৰাইজে সংৰক্ষণ কৰাৰ কাৰণে বহুতো জৰুৰী বুলি ভাবোঁ। ইয়াৰ ৰাইজে সোণালী বান্দৰখিনি যেতিয়া গাঁৱৰ ভিতৰত আহে অতি মৰমেৰে বিভিন্ন খাদ্য দি সংৰক্ষণ কৰা হয়। ইয়াত থকা মানে ফল মূল শাক পাচলি বিভিন্ন প্ৰকাৰৰ বস্তু খাই তেওঁলোকে জীৱন নিৰ্বাহ কৰে। গতিকে সোণালী বান্দৰখিনি যেনে মানে ভাল কৰি ৰাখাৰ কাৰণে আমি সকলোৱে অতি মৰমেৰে ইয়াক সংৰক্ষিত কৰি আছোঁ। সেইবাবে আমি ইয়াত এখন পৰ্যটনস্থলী নিৰ্মাণ কৰা হৈছে।
locals of Kakoijana have been living peacefully with golden langurs for generations and very recently have realized the importance of conservation. It is very crucial to take along local communities as they are the ones living alongside wildlife and sharing the same resources. To achieve the purpose, many pivotal initiatives are being taken. Training is given to the locals on ways to protect their habitat. Locals are also imparted education on ways to reduce their direct dependence on forest and pursue newer alternative livelihoods. Further, the state is also taking steps to declare Kakoijana Reserve Forest as a wildlife sanctuary, which will be a more organized step to conserve this reserve forest.
Here we had given a lot of trainings to communities on vermicomposting, on nursery development, on bee honey hiving, beekeeping and so on. We are already finished with one vermicompost unit at Kakoijana Reserve Forest, and we are developing a nature trail of around 3 kilometers within the reserve forest where tourists and students can visit on.
Ecotourism has great potential in this region. In Kakoijana Reserve Forest, apart from just spotting the golden langur, one can even experience the joy of visiting an eco-friendly village and paddy fields. Besides, the whole region is being beautified with many nature trails and waterfalls. This makes Kakoijana Reserve Forest a potential tourist attraction where people can have great adventurous experiences.
The more important part of this communities and this area is they have really worked hard on developing an ecotourism model with the help of Nature Learning Center. So that's the future initiative, one of the future initiative which Government of Assam Forest Department had taken with this community, and we are working on it, how to strengthen, how to make more facilities out of it, and how to make the community economically viable, and how to set up a very good models which can help the Forest Department as well as golden langurs as well as the communities.
Local communities here voluntarily support langur conservation activities by planting more trees and protecting the forests from woodcutters and timber smugglers. As a result, the vegetation cover has increased noticeably compared to the state average.
আমি ইয়াত প্ৰকৃতিৰ লগত ওতঃপ্ৰোতভাৱে আমি জড়িত হৈ আছোঁ আৰু গছ সংৰক্ষণ কৰি আছোঁ আৰু আমাৰ যিটো ৰাইজৰ চেষ্টা বন সংৰক্ষণ কৰি আছোঁ সেই সংৰক্ষণৰ ভিত্তিত 2001 চনত আমাৰ ফৰেষ্ট ডিপাৰ্টমেণ্টে আহি জইণ্ট ফৰেষ্ট মেনেজমেণ্ট কমিটি এখন আমাক মানে গঠন কৰি দিছে আৰু সেই গঠনৰ জৰিয়তে আজিও আমি বন সংৰক্ষণৰ কাৰণে লাগি আছোঁ আৰু ইয়াত আসলে চেগুন গছ বেছি আছে চেগুন গছৰ পৰা সোণালী বান্দৰে একো খাদ্য নাপায় সেই খাদ্য নপোৱাৰ ফলত আমাৰ গাঁওখনত প্ৰৱেশ কৰে সিহঁতে আহি গাঁৱত কিছু ফল মূল গছৰ পাত ইত্যাদি খায় আমি সিহঁতক আমি সংৰক্ষণ কৰি আছোঁ সেই সোণালী বান্দৰক চোৱাৰ কাৰণে যিকোনো আমাৰ দেশৰ বা বিদেশৰ পৰা আমাৰ পৰ্যটক ইয়ালৈ আহে আৰু তেওঁলোকক দেখুৱাৰ পিছত আমাৰ অলপ অনুভৱ মানে আনন্দিত হয়
Nature Learning Center Assam has guided and trained the villagers of Kakoijana to pursue and explore alternative livelihoods.
We wish and hope that this kind of activity continues in future also, and we will have a fulfilling achievement in terms of awareness created among school children and forest fringe communities.
We are sure that these efforts by Nature Learning Center Assam will go a long way in preserving and protecting our nature and wildlife for the future generations. For us, protection of environment is an article of faith. We have natural resources because our previous generations protected these resources. We must do the same for our future generations. Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi.